Hey, how's it going, everybody? Indie Pride back with Milk and Cookies Total War, and I've got my buddy 50 Bomb. Say hi.
Hello, hello.
And this is another replay that we played yesterday, 2v2. This time it was Carthage and Parthia versus Sparta and Rome. And, well, actually, I kind of want to go over his army setup, Sparta's army setup, real quick. I think it's a little goofy. I mean, if we look at it, like, to be fair, it's a little goofy. He's
Just a
got,
little bit.
yeah, actually, you know what? You can go over his army setup if you want.
I can? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh god, there's too many to count. Okay, well he's got 4 archers, 3 citizen cav, Royal Spartans, 1 on each end of the
Flank, yeah.
massive freaking line he's got there, and then oh god, I don't want to count. What? One,
It's 11.
a lot. There's a lot of Spartans.
It's 11 Spartan hoplites and 2
11,
Royal
okay.
Spartans.
Sorry, Mister, I can count.
So, yeah, it's kind of, I mean, it's spammy, but it's Sparta. Like, there's not much else you can do with them, honestly. Like, you can bring, in fact, the fact that he even brought range units is kind of hats off to you. So, yeah, do you want to go over your army setup real quick?
Oh yeah, my army setup. I have 4 royal cataphracts, I believe. Yep, 2 on each side, 2 camel archers, 1 on each side, 2 noble blood cav at the back there, 1 African elephant, 4 Parthian swordsmen, and 5 Eastern Saloons. Yep, that's me
Nice. So, I mean, pretty obvious skirmish build out of you.
again. Yeah,
Yeah, use that cav, especially in 2v2s. I think Parthia can be very, very strong in 2v2s, especially if your opponents aren't really working together. Our opponents didn't really know each other, so
No.
it wasn't really a fair matchup anyway. But, I mean, whatever. But I do
Yeah,
want to
and
go
it-
over... What?
Oh, sorry, I was just gonna say, and especially post patch 4, now that cataphracts actually do stuff.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Cataphracts are extremely, extremely scary at this point in the game right now. I don't know if they will get nerfed at some point. I'm not sure that they need a nerf. I just know they are really strong, and I mean, honestly, they should be. What people were talking about is maybe giving them like speed, like decreasing their speed. I think maybe they are a little bit too fast right now. So I think that might be like keep their extremely like good melee stats and everything, but maybe just lower their speed a little bit because they are
Yeah.
really fast. But I don't know. That's just one thing that we could talk about a little later. But so I brought Carthage this game. This is inspired by my homie Boss Tycoon, who will of course take credit for this army setup. It's basically just a rush army with Carthage. It's 4 Sacred Band, 2 late Carthaginian hoplites up front, and then a flanking force of my camera work is so good. 3 Libyan infantry. So you want to tie them down in the middle with the hoplites that have really, really good defense, and then flank with the Libyan infantry. 2 African war elephants, and then 4 noble cavalry, which have gotten a buff again because most shot cav in the game after patch 4 are a lot better. So let's count down 3, 2, 1, press play, and get into this.
Alrighty.
So looking at Parthia versus Sparta's matchup, it's very obvious that 50 Bomb's not really going to want to engage, right?
Nope, never.
Yeah.
Just
What is your
gonna-
plan against them, though?
Sorry, I'm so bad with these cues, eh? I'm just gonna mess around, basically. Well, I was gonna take out all his archers first and then just take out as many hoplites as possible before engaging him, but as you're gonna see, he doesn't actually move at all for a long time, so I just help out India again in this game, basically, with Rome, cleaning him up,
Yeah.
been worrying about Sparta.
And that is the nice thing. If someone's going to bring a bunch of hoplites and not move, you can just double team the other guy. And like that is one thing that Parthia really does excel at is double teaming people because like there's really no faction in the game that can deal with all that cavalry coming in. Like the bad
Yeah.
thing about Sparta is they can't really reinforce their buddies if it's kind of a spread out battle because he like right now he would have to run his guys all the way up the hill to even get to this fight right here. On the
Yeah,
other hand,
exactly.
when that's with infantry. On the other hand, 50 Bomb can easily come over here and skirmish with some Camel Archers and send some Royal Cataphracts as well. Now, I don't
What
recall
I am doing.
how well did your Camel Archers do this game? Did they actually get any kills?
I think one got like 40.
It's pretty good. Yeah, like I've been saying, Archers haven't gotten a ton of nerfs, and Horse Archers and Camel Archers in general have always been pretty bad. Really, what these guys
Oh
are
my-
used for? What?
Sorry, I just looked. They do 6 missile damage, Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I never actually saw that, but that's pretty embarrassing. To give you some perspective on that, guys, regular archers do 27 or 30. So that's pretty terrible. I didn't actually know that. That's
Yeah, I've literally just noticed that now.
yeah. So they have 60 men in the unit, which is less than a normal archer, and they only have 6 missile damage. So yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, but I only use them this game for their negative booster. That
Yeah, they're
on
useful.
infantry.
Yeah, they're useful
Whistling
for
arrows.
the fear of effect, basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Oh, Sparta does move. Forgot about this.
So what happened here? And actually, I don't remember even seeing this. I don't know. Did you kill Rome's general
Yeah, I did.
right off the
And
bat?
I think I got all but one of his archers as well, just for those 2 noble blood cav.
Yeah. So his archers are basically off the field right off the bat, and his general is too. So that's generally not how you want to start off a battle, is using your general and all your archers.
Yeah.
We have so much cavalry on his side of the field, though, that it's really hard for him to do much. What is going to happen, though, is that these routing archers are going to block the charge of my noble cav, so I don't really get a charge off on the rear of all these auxiliary cav. And that means that they're not going to do that great in melee because they're shot cav, like they need to get that charge off. And so that actually did hurt me a lot in this cav battle. I'm going to try to reinforce with some more of my cav and some elephants as well. But what I thought happened was, like, I thought that you had brought all your royal cataphracts over because you're just going to be skirmishing. But you didn't do that, and I don't blame you. Like, you need to have some so that his cav can't come in and kill your slingers.
Yeah, and I am actually going to get charged here. My elephants are going to get charged by citizen cav, but it's not going to matter too much because my cataphracts are just going to come over and clean them up. But yeah, or at the start of the game, I sent my royal cataphracts my left flank like right out because I intended on like just getting around behind him and stuff. And then you're like, bring all your cav over. I'm like, well, I'll bring everything I can. But
Yeah.
these guys are kind of far away.
So that citizen cav charge into the rear elephants didn't look like it did much, and honestly, I don't know what kind of HP effect it had. But getting any kind of damaging effect on elephants like that is what you want to do, because like just getting that one rear charge off is probably going to take a lot of their HP away.
Yeah,
And
definitely
so
would have.
yeah, so none of them died, which kind of sucks, and you
no.
just lost a 500 talent cavalry unit. But at the same time, you did a lot of damage to elephants, and they cost a lot, so it's not necessarily the worst trade ever.
Yeah, and he did actually get 20 odd of my Camel Archers as well. But yeah,
So I do.
that's no biggie.
Yeah, I do want to turn my attention over to this fight kind of in the middle of the map on top of the hill. He sent some Triarii and first cohort up in there, and we're just, with all of our cav and our hoplites, we're just going to completely surround them. Like, basically, you can't really get more surrounded than they are right now.
Yeah,
And so we should be able to clean that off. Yep, they just routed. And so we're kind of just breaking up this Roman army into chunks. I'm not really committing to a melee fight yet because he does have better melee infantry than I do probably. But we're just kind of focusing on certain segments of his army that we can take out with cavalry and infantry, and then just pull back before the rest of his main body gets there.
I hope you got that Camel Archer charge on that archer. On the levy, sorry.
I did not. I had no idea where it was.
That's disappointing.
I see them now
That-
killing some archers.
That's probably the unit that got 40 kills, and it was all on that one charge on the
Yeah,
archers.
yeah, they have 34 right now.
Yeah.
So it's all from that, yeah.
Flag. Sorry, I shouldn't use that horrid term.
So we're cleaning out the rest of Roman's archers here. Sparta is still kind of just hanging out. Let's get a look at that charge from the Royal Cataphracts. Got some kills on the archers and a few on the hoplites, but yeah, you're gonna have to pull out of that because hoplites do have that bonus first cav now, so they will even beat Royal Cataphracts.
That was probably more a micro mistake from me, probably.
But no, you killed the archers,
Oh, good.
which is what you're trying to do.
I knew I was
so-
aiming for archers, but
Yeah, you got them.
skirmish. Usually you don't catch them with cataphracts.
Yeah.
Light cav, you catch them easy.
So if we look at
Before
what this Roman player has left at this point, he's a first cohort Triarii, and he's just kind of made a blob here of his melee troops at the top of the hill. And he's going to make it very, very easy for me to surround him. So I'm going to send in 2 Sacred Band to tie down these Praetorian Guard. And then I will flank with my Libyan infantry, and he's really surrounded at this point. I have my elephants coming in for a rear charge, and there's some Royal Cataphracts as well. And you're going to activate Trample here, looks like, yep. definitely want to get a look at this charge because it's going to be a big one.
114 charge bonus. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, I think Trample's OP at this point. Trample's... It gives you plus, like, 60 charge, doesn't it? Like, what's the actual
Yeah,
number?
I think it doubles it.
Doubles
like,
your charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but it's definitely close to that.
It's huge, regardless.
Yeah.
So, because the Sparta player... Now, this map kind of did make it harder for him because he couldn't have reinforced that quickly, again, because of that hill. But he's really not helping the Roman player at all. They're not really coordinating at all. And it's allowed us to just pick this Roman player apart. Rear charge from these elephants and all these royal cataphracts. And we're just going to basically be able to route these Romans completely off the field. And so Rome is now completely gone. Yes, he is.
He is indeed.
And we will turn our attention to Sparta, who's now spread out all over the field.
They actually decided to move. I think this
Yes.
is when the Rome guy was like, if you're going to play, at least help me or something.
Yeah. He
Made
wasn't super
some-
happy about it, and I can't blame him.
Yeah, definitely not. So he just started clicking attack wheels all over the place. And I just kept running away.
Now,
Yay me.
shockingly, Spartan player is going to make a mistake here. He's going to send his Royal Spartan up the hill, basically unsupported, in one thin line. So even a charge from your Royal Cataphracts here would do a ton of damage to this. Because it's so spread out. Like, you got to be more compact if you're going to be using hoplites effectively. That's where they get their power from.
Yeah, so those two units are going to die hella quick.
Yeah, we're just going to charge in a bunch of these Sacred Band and Parthian Swordsmen. And so his general's going to go down in a couple seconds here. I wish I could locate where his general was, but...
Yeah, I don't like how boring generals are in this game. They're not easily identifiable.
yeah, it does kind of suck.
I mean,
Nice charge here from your Royal Cataphracts from the flank, and then this other Spartan Hoplite is going to be going down too. And so the fear effect from the camels is basically all they're going to be good for. They're just standing here, cheering, and apparently that scares people.
yeah. Now I'm actually targeting one lone hoplite over here. This was basically going to be my plan in the long run, even if I didn't have Indy. But I just shoot them, and well, okay, they insta-routed. That seemed to work quite well.
Well, this is the elephants that are in the Spartan Hoplites right now?
Yeah, because you get the Camel Archers shooting whistling arrows into them, and then the fear from the elephants too, plus missile damage from the slingers, and the morale effect is just massive.
Interesting. Yeah, I haven't tried that before, but that seems like a strategy that I might want to employ.
Well, I
because
don't know if my elephant's got the best charge off there. This could be
yeah,
problem.
they might die here because like it's good, like the fear effect thing that you just saw how effective it is, like basically a full strength hoplite routed. But at the same time, elephants probably shouldn't be unsupported in hoplites because they're dying now. Oh, they just all died at the same time basically.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And then there was a Royal Spartan all by himself over here with my cataphracts. They got charged from 3 ways and they've lost 20 men, but...
This is when I decided to send my elephant over as well, right?
Pardon?
This is when I decided to send my elephant over as well, right? To kill this Royal Spartan that was surrounded?
Possibly.
I think so.
Possibly.
Yeah, your cataphracts
It's not-
are actually taking some losses here.
Yeah, this is the point, and you're like, pull out, Cameron, pull out. I mean, Fiddy. You never
Fiddy
know
ball.
my real name.
No one must know my name. Secret identity. We're definitely gonna get a close up of this though when you pull out and charge back.
Yeah, this is going to be a sick 4-way charge right here.
Yeah. This is called sandwiching, folks. This is a Royal Spartan sandwich. Come on,
There we go.
elephants.
Do I have Trample? Oh, yes, one unit has Trample.
Okay, so that's one
They're
charge from the
elephants.
Royal Cataphracts. Not the most well-timed
So
4-way
still
charge.
half in there.
Yeah. Oh, there's a nice little visual glitch there. Elephants get in there. And
One
Royal
elephant.
Spartans will die. Yep, they're
Okay.
gone. So now it's starting to look a little bit like Thermopylae. Spartans surrounded on all sides. And these guys are not going to be able to hold out.
Yeah. And as we said in the previous video, like, easiest way to kill hoplites and pike is just leave them to the end, isolate them, flank them, and they die real quick.
Yeah. And Spartan hoplites honestly aren't... They're not bad.
They're good.
They're not... Yeah, they're good, but like... The thing about Sparta is they just can't bring the cav. and their infantry or their skirmish units aren't that great either. So they really are kind of a one-trick pony. And so after patch 4, they are better because of the hoplite buff and the hop lawn buff to the shields, where the shields are more effective. But they're still not that great because they're so limited.
Yeah, they just lack any attacking prowess, basically. So good on defense, but just don't kill a whole lot.
Yeah, I feel like in a 2v2 or 3v3 team battle, like they can be very good because someone else can bring the cav, and you can bring that really long-lasting infantry. Like maybe even with like Parthia, Sparta might be pretty viable.
Possibly as a center faction, like just to hold the center.
Yeah.
While your flanks go and do all the work for you.
But then again, you could always bring like Mastodon or like a Pike faction.
True.
So I don't know. I think hoplites right now are better than pikes. I think pikes right now, like they're good if you can micro them, but I don't like dealing with it because so often when you click attack orders, they just cancel the attack.
Yeah.
So I haven't really bothered too much with pikes since the patches, but
I just never use them.
Yeah.
I'm boring.
I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. That one maybe wasn't quite as competitive as the last one we uploaded, but I think it was still entertaining to watch. I really like Carthage. I think they're a lot of fun after patch 4, and you should probably give them a try. So is there anything else you want to say?
Nope. Not at all.
Wow, you're so interesting.
Shut up. I'm new to this business.
Yeah, this is his second commentary ever, guys, so I've broken his
Possibly
commentary virginity, basically.
Yeah, you have a bit.
Popped his
I hope
chair.
you're proud.
Let's get real graphic in here. Okay, alright. We're gonna end it here. See you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.